Wow. Okay, the prosecutor, Juan Martinez, definitely did not like the idea of this man coming into the case and perhaps blowing it wide open. The prosecutor got heated. He started yelling at Gus seriously. Check this out. Tempers boiled over.
You think he's had contact with the prosecution in the last 3 years?
I only know
Yes or no?
I only know what he's told me.
I want to know what you know.
Then let me tell you. I understand English pretty well.
And you're having problems with it today, aren't you?
Not that I know of. That's a double negative. No,
So,
it's
what
not
is
true.
your
Yes,
answer?
it is true.
So what's your answer?
No, it's not true. Yes, it is true. You asked a double negative.
Oh, that's right, and I'm
Restate
asking
the
you to
question.
answer it.
All right, let's bring in our lawyers to debate. Did the prosecutor lose his temper? And if so, why? Starting with Darren Kavanaugh.
Hey, well, you know, this whole exchange was so very telling. And Jane, remember, just to put this in context, this was a motion that the defense was making based on supposed prosecutorial misconduct. So now here's the prosecutor cross-examining Gus, and as our friend just told us, you know, that's just Gus being Gus. There's no question that Gus being Gus is not going to shrink in the face of that prosecutorial cross-examination. The thing that was so off-putting to me, though, is if that's the way this prosecutor is going to behave, cross-examining defense witnesses in front of the jurors, he really runs a serious risk of alienating them. That sort of, I get to ask the questions. It really is off-putting. It's something that makes the prosecutor look bad in the eyes of the jury. And let's not forget, this is persuasive. He won't win any popularity contest there.
All right, Reedy Sandler, I guess my question is, does the prosecutor feel threatened by this guy who is getting ready to possibly take the stand for the defense and drop a bombshell?
Absolutely. This prosecutor's demeanor today, he is scared about something. He's scared about his case imploding and reasonable doubt, or a lesser included, second-degree murder. So this prosecutor is clearly unhappy and uncomfortable with this witness. Why did this prosecutor not return the call of this witness? Why did he ignore this person? What does this prosecutor not want this witness to say? I'm going to venture to say, Jane, that this witness has something very key to this defense. He knew both people here, the victim and the defendant, and has something to add about the defense in this case, in the sexual relationship and domestic violence.
All right, we're going to take a left turn. John Lieberman. Hold on a second. John Lieberman, you're going out of your skin.
Well, I disagree. I think this information is important in Mr. Searcy's head, but I don't think the prosecutors cared about what information he had, and that's why they didn't call him back all of those times. And I think the prosecutor was getting upset with the fact that he felt it was becoming the Mr. Searcy show, and he was asking some pretty basic questions, and he wasn't getting the answers.
Danny Savalas.
Yeah, John Lieberman's got it right there. I got to tell you, this is not a case of the prosecutor being afraid. What happens, whether you're prosecution or defense, sometimes you get so vested in the facts, so involved in the case that you can't help let that emotion out. And of course, the prosecution up until now thinks they have an open and shut case. So the idea that someone may come in and potentially break open the case is frustrating. I don't necessarily think it means the prosecutor is scared, but it is very easy, and I have sympathy for this prosecutor, that when you know the facts so well and somebody is challenging that in a way that is just opposed to the way you've come to believe what the facts are, it's easy to get emotional, but it's absolutely true that that prosecutor must caution against getting over-emotional. You cannot combat with your witnesses, although it is true, sometimes you have to ask a question that you do not know what the witness will say the answer to, and that's probably what's going on here. When a witness combats with the prosecutor, that can happen.
10 seconds.
Here's one other thing. Even if Jodi did meet with him and told him something, her credibility has been so impeached, it may not matter what she said to him.
But what if they met and they